Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for this video. I got a certain book for Christmas from my boyfriend's lovely sister Beth. Beth, this video is for you. You can get my raw reactions to this book. This might be, I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. In my head it is embarrassing myself on the internet. For not that many people to see. But this book went around TikTok for a while, and it never occurred to me to read it, although it's not unlike me to read something weird like this. I've read a few questionable dark romances, so this isn't so far off in the realm of whoa, you know? I will just get to it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put the name of the book in the title of this video. I might, and that means you would already know what it is. But I am going to be reading the Morning Glory Milking Farm book. If you don't know what this book is, it is essentially Minotaur smut. She's a girl. She's a normal girl, as you can see. Her name is Violet. She is kind of a struggling woman. She needs a job, and one that's gonna actually pay her well. So she finds this listing for Morning Glory Milking Farm to be, what is it called? Like a milking technician or something like that, something weird. I did start to read it and decided I have to make a video concerning this book. So I stopped, I read the first chapter, and wow, we get straight into it. We get right into it. I will read you the very first sentence, and then it is up to you to read the rest. Oh my God, can I read this out loud? I can. Should I, is the question. This is the first sentence. Maybe not the first sentence. I'll do the first little paragraph because it's... Anyways. The goal for every client is a plentiful, speedy collection. That is the expectation with which you will approach every shift, getting our clients in and out and on with their day, all while maintaining our quality protocols. A plentiful, speedy collection makes for happy clients and a productive farm. Yeah, so I'm gonna be reading this and you're gonna be watching me read it. So yeah, we leave off on an interesting spot after the first chapter, the end of the first chapter, I guess I should say. I guess I will go over what happened in the first chapter so you can kind of get a feel for what's going on. Essentially, she has found this job listing and she applied and interviewed, and she has gotten the job, and she just now has to accept the job. It is like a well-paying job and stuff like that, so, and it has benefits and all of that, so she's kind of skeptical, but then she goes, this is also kind of, appears to be kind of like an urban fantasy. There's fantasy creatures, so the Minotaur is not like a weird thing to see, but essentially, what the Morning Glory Milking Farm has to do with like pharmaceuticals and the Minotaur, what they're collecting from them is important for a pharmaceutical drug. So yeah, but she starts to have some feelings when she is watching the collection videos. So I will keep reading and I will come back and update you once I have read more and have more things to say. Because I have a feeling I will have a lot more things to say. It is 228 pages. I should be able to finish this tonight. I will be back when I have an update. feels so weird to read. I will say, the writing is very good. It's not bad at all, which I think is what is making this so easy to read. It's also, like, weirdly fascinating. Okay, she's talking about the feelings she encountered after her first solo collection. She said, that probably happens to everyone at first. I don't think it does. I think you might be the only one in this situation, girl. It is me. I am back. And I am 55% through Morning Glory Milking Farm. It is so much better than I thought it was gonna be. I will say, like, you have to be, I feel like you already have to have dived. You should probably already have read books similar to this. I don't necessarily mean like Minotaurs or, you know, like Ice Planet Barbarians, like Aliens or anything like that, but some more, I guess the word is erotic romances. Even though I don't really like that word, it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, because I've read, like, Haunting Adeline is a little bit more out there than, like, a normal romance. It's dark romance, but it's still, like, a lot for a dark romance. Den of Vipers is also a lot. Also, it is very, like, character-driven. It is not a plot-based book. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of plot in this book, but I'm finding it really easy to read, and I am interested. I am entertained. And I think it's not that bad, to be honest. I would recommend it if you're thinking about reading it. If you've been kind of toying with the idea of reading this, I would do it. I don't see why not. Okay, I'm back for some thoughts. This Minotaur guy, Rourke, is, why is he the best definition of if he wanted to, he will? He's planning dates and stuff, making an effort. Okay. It's been a few hours. I have finally finished the Morning Glory Milking Farm. And to be completely honest, I'm gonna rate it a 4. I actually thought the story was pretty good. It was very much character driven, but Rourke here, the Minotaur, with one of the best book boyfriends I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna go into super specifics because that's not till like later in the book, but I thought this book was really good. Like I said before, I think since it's a little bit more of a weird subject than most romance books, that if you're not like, if you haven't read anything, I mean, this might be a good jumping off point if you want to start reading some different things like the monster romance, whatever. This might be a good place for you to start. I thought it was the perfect length. If it was any longer, it would have been boring, to be honest. It was fast paced. It told the story it needed to tell. It's not a terribly intellectual book, but I thought it was good. So, I don't really have much more to say on it than I've already said. It's a weird book, but if you want to read it, read it. Because sometimes the weird books are the best books. I really enjoyed this book. I would recommend it if you're thinking about reading it. If you're not thinking about reading it, but now you are, go ahead and read it. I believe it's also on Kindle Unlimited. There are 2 more books in the series. I might actually continue this later and read the other 2 books in the series. See how I like those, because this book was so much better than I anticipated it being, to be honest. I really loved all of the characters. I like that there wasn't like major conflict, and I feel like this book did not need any kind of major conflict. I feel like a lot of romance books add that in there as something for the plot. But this book knows what it is, and I appreciate that. Yeah, so I think maybe I'll try and continue the series. Who knows? Yeah, so I would very much recommend, if you're interested in this kind of thing, or if it sounds interesting to you now, But I am kind of tired, so I'm gonna edit my video. I'm gonna edit this video, and I'm gonna go to sleep. I appreciate you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stick around for the next one. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!